Welcome to class, English 1301, Friday, 8-week hybrid students. This is a recap of what happened in class last Friday, just to refresh your memory as you're writing the first essay. When I returned to where I once was, everything had or had not changed. If you'll note on Blackboard, I've listed the steps to accomplish in writing the first draft of this essay that you need to have ready to go when we return from Easter break. And so the first thing to do is to do a very close reading of the essay once more to the lake. And once you've read your essay, maybe even 2 times, then you can start doing the free writing. For those that were in class, we did a 10-minute free writing where we simply wrote very quickly everything we could think about one particular place. And then we took that free writing and created the bubble brainstorming chart using our textbook, Rules for Writers. The Rules for Writers will be with us every step of the way while we do all of our writing this semester. It is going to be a very quick semester, so do not put off to tomorrow or next week the work of week number 1. You must get this work done very quickly and move on, because this semester is going to go by very quickly. So let's do our first essay, wherein we write about returning to a place. And we write from the slant that either 1, it has changed, or 2, nothing changed. And once you've decided on your slant, stick to it. Your thesis statement is the broad subject of every place you've ever been, and you're narrowing that down to one place you have been. Did it change? And if so, how? That's one essay, everything changed. Or the other slant, the other essay, when I returned to where I once was, nothing had changed. So go ahead and do your pre-writing, make your decision on your slant, and then move on to the bubble brainstorming chart. I demonstrated that in class, and that's an example of why it's always important to be in class every single week. And if not in class, then certainly you must be in the Blackboard class, and that's where we are right now. So go ahead, make your bubble brainstorming chart, putting your thesis in the center circle as demonstrated in your text, and your topics in circles connecting to it and around the center thesis circle. When you've got 6 or 7 of those, maybe 8, that would be more than enough. Then go ahead and number them in sequence. We're talking about going somewhere, so you can use the spatial sequence. And Roman numeral 1 will be the first place you encounter as you went back to the place where you once were. And then you just go ahead, Roman numeral 1, 2, 3, and on, numbering these topic circles. Each one of these is a paragraph. It begins with the topic sentence. That would give us the topic of that paragraph, and explain in the topic sentence, the first sentence of the paragraph, why it demonstrates the thesis that you're trying to prove. So in my case that I gave to you in class, when I returned to Canyon, Texas, everything had changed. First of all, the hyphen, then that would be my introductory paragraph, 5 or 6 general comments about Canyon, Texas, and then my thesis statement that I just said. Paragraph number 2, I could talk about the highway system had changed. So I would say when I returned to Canyon, topic sentence, the highway had changed. So I would give 2 examples of that. Next paragraph, moving through town. When I returned to Canyon, Texas, the college had also changed. I give 2 examples of that, how it's now West Texas A&M, how the buildings are much larger, there are many more of them, and so on, all the way throughout my essay, giving example after example of how it had changed. So get busy. Accomplish all the steps that we started in class and that you need to bring forward your first draft for peer review when we return to class. This is but a section of this week, week number 1 of the Blackboard class. So do your work and stay tuned.